Alright, factoring. This is 3 terms, and I'm going to call these the easy ones. I know we're not supposed to use that term with math, because math is never easy, but these really are. So these are the easy ones. We will get into the more difficult ones after this video. So before we start factoring this type, the trinomial, it's going to look like this after we're done factoring it. So remember, factoring is reverse, so why don't we multiply it out? So x minus 5 and x plus 2, and that gives us x squared plus 2x minus 5x minus 10, which gives us x squared minus 3x minus 10. And this is what we're going to start with, like down here. This will be our problem, a trinomial, 3 terms, and it's going to ask us to factor it. So if we can see a connection between these 3 terms and our factored form, it's going to make it a lot easier. So here's the connection. Look at the 2 and the 5. What is negative 5 plus 2? It's negative 3. And what is negative 5 times 2? Negative 10. It always works that way. So if you had x plus 3 times x plus 4, when you multiply it out, you're going to get x squared plus 7x plus 12. It's 3 plus 4, 3 times 4. And that's their connection. So when we're given our previous, our factored form, like down here you have x squared plus 8x plus 12, what we need is 2 numbers. This is number 1. And they have to add multiply to give you 12. So it could be, well, that's where we start. What 2 numbers will multiply give you the last number? That's where you start. We want to find all the factors of that last number. So it could be 3 and 4, 2 and 6, 1 and 12. That's it. Those are our only choices. On the second part, if we go back, they have to add up to give you the middle number. So what same 2 numbers, when added, give us the middle number? So we have 3 and 4, 2 and 6, 1 and 12. And we get a sum of 7, 8, and 13. So which of those add up to give us 8? The middle one, right there. So that means our answer is x plus 2, x plus 6. It's that quick. It's just what 2 numbers when multiplied give us that last number, and when added give you the middle. And if you check it, we get x squared plus 2x plus 6x plus 12, which is x squared plus 8x plus 12. Alright, we also have signs to worry about. I picked plus because it's a nice, but if you throw negatives in there, then we have to actually think about the signs. But the way you can always think about it is if the last number is negative, that's the one we use to multiply. We'll put a dot instead. Multiply. If it's negative, that means one of the numbers has to be negative, because a negative times a positive is a negative. If the last number is positive, with a negative in the middle, then they both have to be negative. And if they're all positive, we get positive, so it doesn't matter. So here's the 4 situations sign-wise. So we have x squared plus 6x, and it says you need 2 numbers that add up to 6 and have a product of 8. And so the way we do is you start listing again the product. So you have 2 and 4, 1 and 8. That's it. Which of those 2 adds up to 6? So it's x plus 2, x plus 4. We have minus 6 and plus 8, so we need 2 numbers that add up to minus 6 and have a product of 8. So again, it's 1 and 8, 2 and 4. However, they will not add up to give you a negative, so we would need them both to be negative. That's the only way to get positive 8 and negative 6. So it's x minus 2, x minus 4. Alright. Third type, they have to add up to negative 2, have a product of negative 3. So it's 1 and 3, but it has to be negative, so we pick one. What's negative 1 plus 3? It's not 2, so that has to be positive, that has to be negative. X plus 1, x minus 3. Last one, I have to add up to 2, product of negative 3, So again, 1 and 3, but it's negative for the 1. So if you look at it, if the middle number is negative, then the larger of the two numbers that we pick, the two factors of the last number, the larger one has to be the same sign as that middle number. So if it's minus 2, the larger is minus. If it's plus 2, the larger is positive. If it's minus plus, they're both negative. This is all of the little problems that you have. Alright? So give these a shot.